Alright everyone, welcome back to HDTL. Back with Ease 4. So, I spent some time grinding money. I got fully equipped. So I've got broadsword, plate shield, plate armor. I also spent some money at the blacksmith to infuse like a sword with that gem. Basically what it did was it gave the thunder sword magic. So I can cast magic using the sword, but it kind of sucks, and the thunder sword is not my best weapon. So we're going to stick with the broadsword. Alright, so now I'm back at Highland, because this is where I needed to go next. I have to go find the Elder. Now, which of these houses is the Elder in? It must be Adel, I take it. Figured you might come back here, but Lisa isn't in at the moment. She left very shortly after you went to the castle. Why would she do that? I wish it were not the case, but she has not been entirely truthful with you since meeting you. Not to say she's been lying, mind you, but she has left out some important details, so I'll fill in the gaps for you as best as I can. Lisa explained to me that you came here because of a letter that she wrote. I imagine you were frustrated with her when she would not explain her reasons, and rightfully so. Since ancient times, it has been the responsibility of this village to watch over the sanctuary and see that those hallowed grounds remain pure. One person in the village is given the primary duty, but this generation has fallen to Lisa. The most significant aspect of this role is to look after the One who dwells in the sanctuary. One day Lisa grew suspicious that something had changed in the One, that his heart had darkened, and he began to harbor evil ambitions. This was unfortunate to say the least. We revere the One as a god, none more so than Lisa herself. And to further complicate matters, Lisa began to develop feelings for the One. Sadly, love is a way of ignoring whatever warnings we see, and so these feelings grew in spite of her worries about his intentions. She didn't want to believe him capable of such things, and that's why she's been acting the way she has. So I assume this one you're referring to is Eldiel, right? Yes, and so she wrote that letter in the hope that someone might find it and solve the problems that she couldn't, which brings us to your arrival. I think that Lisa felt that she could only accomplish her duties by asking for outside help. I hope that you can understand her reasoning, Adel. Please try not to hold it against her. Okay, now what? Hey, bro, I haven't seen you in a while. Durin? What brings you here? I told you, information is my business. And like I also said, there's always a market for it, anywhere you go. So here I am. I found some juicy info that I thought you might be interested in purchasing. Not again. Hey, what's with the attitude? Okay, so another girl's been kidnapped. That's no reason to take it out on me. What? Just who the hell do you think you are? Would you relax? I told you I deal in information. Plus, I've got just the kind of info you're looking for. How much would you pay for the details on how to get an audience with the sage? How does nothing sound? I know, I need 3 special gems. I've already found them. Well, you're one step ahead of me. How am I supposed to make any money if you get the goods faster than I can? Well, alright, I'll just tell you this then. For what I've been able to figure out, the sage has ties to Lord Lafont and the ancient civilization of Salsetta. At least I think he does. Plus I get the feeling that all this with the missing people and the Romans is just part of the whole picture. Maybe that missing girl somehow got caught up in the old legends? Who knows though, I could totally be off. I've been yammering away here, I need to go. Won't let you beat me to the next juicy info next time. Alright, so I think now I can go to Celeray. What's that? By the spirits, never in all my years did I ever think I would look upon one who had held all 3 of the sacred eyes. I must admit, I underestimated you, Adel. I suspected you may well have been pure enough to serve Lord Lafont. It didn't even surprise me to see you bearing the eyes of the earth and sun, but I believed the eye of the moon to be forever vanished from Salsetta, lost eventually to become the stuff of legends and folklore. I commend you, young sir. I'll now take you to the sage as promised. This is the sage. I'll take my leave now. You may ask him whatever you wish. I must congratulate you on your achievements. I never suspected that anyone would ever obtain all 3 of the sacred eyes and show up at my doorstep. I doubt you came here just for sightseeing or a vacation. Are you investigating everything that's been happening here of late? As to why Salsetta is in such dire peril, I can only speculate on the true cause. I believe that the ancient civilization of eons ago stirs from its eternal rest. Ancient civilization? It was thought to have been wiped out centuries ago. If it indeed still exists, its power will pose a grave threat to the entire world if it's reawakened. This would also explain the Romans' sudden interest in our nation. They seek that power for their own. There was once another race, known to humans simply as the Winged Ones. My research has suggested that they resided in this land long before humans' arrival. There is a prophecy that is passed down from our ancestors. There shall be one with wings divine, and he shall attain true glory. For some time, humans and the Winged Ones coexisted in peace. This came to an abrupt end when our ancestors made a shocking discovery. Evidently, the Winged Ones were not so benevolent as they would have had the humans believe. Their aim was to enslave us and use us as food. When news of this discovery spread, war broke out between them. The bitter fighting went on for decades. It seemed as though it might never end, but eventually, Lord Lafance arrived along with the 5 disciples and led the humans to victory. The Winged Ones held 3 masks and corresponding eyes, which granted them the power of absolute control over their civilization. These are the eyes of the moon, sun, and earth, which you now hold in your hands. At the end of the war, the humans laid claim to them, and the Winged Ones' city sank beneath the earth. Lord Lafance decreed that the Winged Ones who survived were to be confined to a single sanctified area. This area became known as the Sanctuary, and the Winged Ones must live there, along with those who safeguard it. Ironically, it's because of humans that any of the Winged Ones survived. Lord Lafance etched a warning in the ruins to prepare the people, in case that ancient city were to somehow be restored after his death. That is the "will be as blood, ever darkening thereafter" inscription, which you have no doubt seen. And that brings us to now. The lake is red. The time is nearly upon us. We must have the assistance of Lord Lafance, else it shall all be repeated. We must call forth his soul to aid us. In order to do so, we must find the sword he carried, the hero sword. That sacred blade lies deep within the Mountain of Flame. Without it, we stand no chance at all. The task before you is to go to the Mountain of Flame and seek out the sword. Between the mountains of flame and ice, there is a temple which was used to seal away the Winged One's city. An old man named Gazok lives near there, and he is devoted to studying their civilization and culture. If you speak to him, I expect he can show you how best to proceed. Okay, so now... never mind. Alright, so now we can go to Lakeshore. You found all 3 of the eyes. I'm impressed. I've had no luck and I've been trying to find them for ages. I need to go to the Mountain of Flame to find the hero sword. The sage told me that you would be able to show me the way there. The hero sword? Ha! Guess I should now consider you my rival. But the Mountain of Flame, to be honest, I've never been there. What? You mean you don't know how to get there? Now don't get all worked up. The Mountain of Flame is supposed to sit opposite of the Mountain of Ice, so logically, if ice is west of the lake, the east must be flame. What Mountain of Flame? I couldn't tell you. I did notice that a cave has opened up under the waterfall off to the east. I guess that the water finally caused a bit of a cave-in. That must be it. Leave it to my wife to save the day. I'd say you should check it out at all. Alright. Now we can go to our next dungeon. These items give a pretty good experience. behoove me to spend a little bit of time here. No treasures, let's just cross that bridge. So far, this game's just been a whole lot of nothing. Should I get another level before I move on? Maybe I should. Just in case. First things first, put the herbs back on. And save. I was wondering if maybe this counts as outside and I can heal up, but nope. We're just gonna have to go with what we got. Alright, new area. Now we're on the Mountain of Flame. This rate I'm gonna gain another level pretty soon. Let's see what's up here. That's probably where I'm supposed to go. I might backtrack for a sec. Yeah, hold on, let's... Oh yeah, we're definitely backtracking. I should. Glad I did. Alright, that was it. Nope. Treasure chest. And hopefully there's a weapon upgrade in here somewhere too. Let's gain another level while I'm at it. Alright, I should probably save while I have an opportunity. See what's up first. It's too hot. No way I can go further. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't do that. Alright, I don't want to be here right now. Alright, so I actually have to be careful in here. Ruby. Alright, so that will probably let me upgrade my my flame sword. Alright, can I heal in here? Yes, okay. Awesome. Alright, so we are in the Temple of the Moon. Before I go up there, no other path out. Sleetwind sword. Was that all I had to get here? Oh, that'll probably let me... Okay, I get it. I think I know what I have to do, but let me just double check something first. Not what I thought I had to do, but this'll work. Oh god, we're fighting. We're fighting dragons. And they're really easy. Alright, fuck them, I guess. The Hero Sword? Just right there, huh? Alright, if I go back to the Moon Temple, can I warp from there? I may as well just gain level while I'm here. So can I warp out of here? No, but how about in here? Okay, good. Now I can take the Hero Sword back to... I guess that would be what? Was it Highland? Or was it Celeray? I think it was Celeray. Yeah, no, I gotta go to Celeray. See, you were able to retrieve the sword without too much trouble. You've done exceedingly well. Alphonse's tomb awaits. Commune with him and heed his counsel. This is an impressive tomb. Lord Alphonse, please hear my call. Your people need you. I am Alphonse. To the bearer of the Hero Sword, I bid you welcome. My utmost gratitude to you for your faith in my warning. It has been many years since I took on the task of guarding the seal, and for all those years it has held fast. But now the waters of the lake have changed to crimson, and soon they will be black as pitch. The time is upon us at long last. The ancient city stirs within its womb, and someone is leading it to rebirth. Should this come to pass, the world as we know it will be wiped out, and an age of darkness unending will follow. Long have I searched for one with the strength to prevent this catastrophe. The search led to the tales of your accomplishments in the land of ease. It was my hand that guided the bottle with Lisa's letter to you. A problem presents itself. Even if the ancients are sealed away again, eventually they will slip their bonds. We must break the seal ourselves. It will allow us into the very heart of the city and the evil that lurks there. The focus of the power which keeps the city bound is an altar, which sits upon the mountain path at the border. The key is a pedestal made of purest gold. You must find it and place it upon the altar. I will convey my power unto you and unto the sword. The sword itself is my life, and so it shall be yours. The 5 disciples will come to your aid as well. Stand fast, and may your feet never stray from the path. Go, Adol, to the border pass, and plunge the sword into the gold pedestal. What does it mean by the border pass? I'm not sure what he's referring to. So you're going to the gold pedestal. Very well then. We place the very fate of our nation in your hands. I thank you on behalf of all the people for everything you have done in your attempts to help. Please be on your way. Alright. So, I'll figure that out off camera where I'm going next. I think we're pretty much at the end. So if you guys like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and it's probably only going to be like 1 or 2 more episodes of Ys 4.